आप सभी का स्वागत है आपके चहेते मनपसंद जानदार शानदार पॉडकास्ट में। मैं हूं आशुतोष और मेरे साथ है ओक्लाहोमा से रोशन समीर अन्नम और लंदन के बाहर लंदन के 8-10 फुटबॉल क्लब को छोड़ के लिवरपूल को सपोर्ट करता हुआ वत्सल। और इस बार हम कुछ अलग ट्राई कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि फैंटेसी से काफी दोस्तों को फरियाद ये होती है कि यार फैंटेसी पे जब भी तुम लोग बातें करते हो तो हम नहीं करते फैंटेसी, या हमको इतना कीड़ा नहीं है जितना तुम लोगों को है, तो तुम लोग कुछ और बातें कर लिया करो, बिकॉज हमको तुम लोग पसंद हो, तुम्हारी बातें थोड़ी बहुत अच्छी लगती है। तो अगर तुम फुटबॉल इन जनरल की बातें करते हो तो हम देखना चाहेंगे उसको। तो वी विल बी ट्राइंग एंड टॉक अबाउट द वीकली राउंड अप ऑफ प्रीमियर लीग। जो जो मैचेस पिछले हफ्ते में हो चुकी है उसके ऊपर हम और हमारे दोस्त लोग, हम इसमें एक्सपर्ट नहीं कहेंगे बिकॉज वी आर जस्ट फ्रेंड्स टॉकिंग अबाउट फुटबॉल। तो हम लोग थोड़ी बहुत चर्चाएं करेंगे। सो रोशन, वत्सल, व्हाट डू यू थिंक व्हेन यू सी दिस इमेज? स्कोर्स को देख के क्या फीलिंग आती है?
Yeah, so to begin with, I just want to add that please don't go by my attire. मैंने हुडी ऊपर लिवरपूल की जर्सी पहनी है क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2 डिग्री है, इसलिए मेरे को ठंड लग रही है. So please bear with me. So apart from that, Roshan, one issue I have is on the second game, United winning against Aston Villa. Apparently they're joint top. So what do you make of our rivals?
I mean, मैं क्या ही बोलूं, लकी तो थे, मिल गए.
Yeah, like despite us criticizing their manager, their players, etc.
I think उन लोग का एक अच्छा पैच चल रहा है. They have been playing well. It's, I mean, if अब ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है कि like वो लोग, उन लोग ने अब बहुत ही अच्छा खेला है. The playing style has been good. Attacking खेल रहे हैं. They're not playing anti football, which is
we'll get to the Liverpool the Manchester United game in just a moment. We are just here to right now just have an overlook at all the results. Any surprising result for you, Roshan, in this game week?
As such, not. Like, this should have been happening probably 8 game weeks ago.
Yeah,
Arsenal should have been winning and Spurs should have been winning. Like, last 3 game weeks they lost and they drew.
But is it shocking result?
Yeah, Arsenal one is definitely a shocking result because did not expect them to play that well, at least. That is what I think.
Liverpool की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Oh yeah. No, I did not. I mean, it's okay.
मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि रोशन ने ना अपने दिमाग से, मन और मस्तिष्क से है ना, ये लिवरपूल के रिजल्ट को टोटली डिलीट कर दिया है. मैंने ऐसा बोला लिवरपूल हाँ आर्सेनल अच्छा कर रहा है.
Like, अरे I did not hear you. वो मैं सुना ही नहीं ढंग से. मेरे को
I would actually like to forget that result. मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं था वो मैच. To be honest, मैंने सुबह उठ के ऐसा देखा. तो
एक चीज अच्छा है मेरे लिए कि मुझे सुबह उठने की जरूरत नहीं. मेरे लिए एकदम मिड आफ्टरनून मैच था तो मैंने आराम से देखा. बट I just feel कि ये वो वाला पैच हमारा हर सीजन में आता है जब सारी टीम्स सिर्फ सिट बैक करती है एक गोल मारने के बाद, और हम लोग उस वाले केस. इनफैक्ट कौन सा गेम था जो हमने ड्रॉ किया था? वेस्ट ब्रोम था क्या? वेस्ट ब्रोम के सामने हमने इसको माने ने स्कोर किया था एंड देन फिर हमने लास्ट मोमेंट्स में खाया था. आई डोंट थिंक इट वाज वेस्ट ब्रोम.
Was it Fulham then? One of those. I think it was
It was West Brom. Correct. अरे वो सैमी एजाई ने मारा था ना. हाँ ठीक है. तो it is West Brom. Correct. So वही है कि हम लोग ऐसे like एक मैं फैक्ट देख रहा था. Liverpool hasn't scored in 258 minutes, which is technically not a great stat क्योंकि मैं ऐसे बोलूँ तो 3 मैच में स्कोर नहीं किया है. तो it is just a distortion of fact कि 3 मैच में स्कोर नहीं किया. ऐसे तो बहुत सारी टीम है जो नहीं करती है. And given the injuries we have given the decisions that have gone against us, even in Southampton game, Jack Stevens का hand था. intentional नहीं होता है. He was going down and उसके हाथ बाहर थे. Whatever it did not hit him from like 2 yards. It hit him from like 10 yards away. एंड देन लास्ट में काइल वॉकर पीटर्स का माने के ऊपर था पेनल्टी. I've seen softer penalties being given. So Liverpool has been unlucky in terms of decisions going not going in their favor.
Can we just talk about the Liverpool game when we come to that? I just want
पहले वहीं पे चले जाता है बिकॉज इसको अगर मैं समराइज कर लेता हूँ ना तो मेरे को लग रहा है सारे ही सीजन एंटिसिपेट कर सकते थे. इवन वेस्ट ब्रॉम के सामने आर्सेनल का जीतना बस मार
हाँ.
And we also anticipated Chelsea losing to Man City, and
I think so.
only Southampton was a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, probably because we are Liverpool fans. That's the reason. Otherwise, any neutral side playing Southampton at this point, you expect Southampton to perform well.
But again, like Southampton to perform, but at least us give a fight. We did not give a fight. We did not give a proper fight.
Here's the first match we are going to have a brief talk. You can say it's Manchester United against Aston Villa that happened around a week ago. And as you can see, Bertrand Traore thought he had brought Aston Villa back into the game, but oh, what a surprise. Bruno Fernandes scored a penalty and Manchester United got a... Let me just keep aside all the hate and biasness away from this 5 minutes. I saw the game. I was really happy how Manchester United have been playing these days. I must say that. As far as good as us, like prime Liverpool, like the way that they counter-attack, the speed and the pace that they have in their players, it's amazing, with Bruno Fernandes obviously in the middle dictating things. So, yeah, so what are your thoughts on Manchester United these days?
I have to watch some of the United games. I caught this game like briefly, and it is I mean, again, United fans are mostly like us. When they play well, Ole is at the wheel. When they're not playing well, Ole out. But they say Ole does not have any tactics. I don't think so. That's true. We don't give him enough credit for what he is doing right now. I guess hopefully if they win something this year, which they lost the opportunity by losing in EFL.
I was just going to come on that. Ashutosh, it's like a roller coaster, right? Isn't it? एक समय they are on the top of the world, फिर suddenly अपने home पे rivals से semi-final हारते हैं, and they are like again in a turmoil, like what are we going to do? But they are forgetting it's just Carabao Cup. They don't have to be that worried about their league form.
No, the thing is, even I would be worried if I was a United fan. Let me tell you why. Because they very well know कि यार इसमें 38 गेम है. वो let us say कि Liverpool is out of the picture. Liverpool खराब खेल रहा है, injuries है, Liverpool doesn't stand a chance. But we are forgetting कि City के पास जो हाथ में गेम्स बाकी है, उसको अगर City capitalize करता है, तो City would surpass Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
तो वो लिहाज से अगर वो देखने जाते हैं ना, तो कैराबाओ कप में अगर वो लोग आज जीते होते, लाइक एक गेम की दूरी थी और उनके हाथ में एक ट्रॉफी रहती, तो कैराबाओ कप ऑलवेज गिव्स यू दैट फीलिंग कि चलो हम एक टाइटल लेके बैठ गए हैं, है ना. दैट गिव्स यू सम ब्रीदिंग स्पेस व्हेन यू आर यू नो बैंटरिंग विद योर फेलो फैंस, और आपका मैनेजर थोड़ा प्रेशर, वो इट ऑलवेज हेल्प्स यू टू ईज सम प्रेशर.
अच्छा, मैं एक चीज बोल देता हूँ. दिस प्रोबेबली समराइजेस द बेस्ट. लिवरपूल आर हैविंग प्रोबेबली द वर्स्ट सीजन and United is having the best season. And the points are same. So we can leave at that. But again, one more point यही है कि it is evident from the quality of players and managers. It is just that United, even after feeling they've played so well, they're still at the same points where Liverpool has drawn 6 games now.
Yeah.
And still we are top of the league technically at the moment.
One more take I'll give while we close this is कि लिवरपूल के लिए मेरे को हमेशा चिंता यही रहती है, लिवरपूल doesn't have the winning mentality. मैं बात कर रहा हूँ 2009-10 के जमाने की, जबकि हमारे काफी सारे प्लेयर्स है ना, उन्होंने नहीं टाइटल जीते होते थे. When you are in a टाइटल रेस, और क्या होता है कि 60-70 मिनट है, थोड़ा सा नेगेटिव रिजल्ट जा रहा है और आप में थोड़ा सा वो हंगर नहीं, आपको पता नहीं कि यहाँ से टफ मैचेस कैसे निकालने हैं. तो लिवरपूल में वो नहीं होता था. मैं 10 से 14 के जमाने की बात करता हूँ, क्योंकि जीते नहीं हो. और जो भी आपके मेमोरीज है, वो मेमोरीज है 2009 में टाइटल हारना, 2014 वाला टाइटल हारना, तो वो सिचुएशन अभी यूनाइटेड का है। लिवरपूल के जो भी प्लेयर लोग हैं वो अभी थोड़े से सीरियल विनर टाइप के प्लेयर है, चैंपियंस लीग जीते, फाइनल में जाके फिर से जीते, प्रीमियर लीग जीते। वेयरएज यूनाइटेड की टीम में काफी प्लेयर्स ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने सिल्वरवेयर का टेस्ट नहीं लिया है। सो दैट वुड बी इंटरेस्टिंग हाउ दे परफॉर्म अंडर द प्रेशर। जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ते जाएगा अंडर प्रेशर वो लोग कैसा करते हैं वो देखने लायक होगा। एंड इवन फॉर लिवरपूल इट विल बी अ टेस्ट, क्योंकि एक सीजन के बाद आप में कितना हंगर है दूसरे सीजन में वो कैरी ऑन करने का। दैट वुड बी रियली समथिंग टू सी।
I was going to come on that point, Ashutosh. I feel like we should not disregard what Manchester United are achieving at the moment.
I'm not at all this.
We have to make.
Yeah, no.
We have to make sure what their form will be when Europa League kicks in again. वो Thursday night football खेल के जो Sunday को match होती है ना, that is one of the reasons why teams don't perform well in the league sometimes. Now let's say their manager prioritizes Premier League, which I think he will, and just
I think he should be targeting Europa more than Premier League. Premier League में यार समझो कि it is very evident from this season कि ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप मार्च अप्रैल में सीजन खत्म करोगे। ये आखिरी 2-3 गेम वीक तक जाने वाला सीजन है ना, और तब कुछ भी हुआ। जबकि यूरोपा में ही विल हैव बेटर चांसेस, थोड़े से वीकर ऑपोजिशंस होंगे और उसके सामने जाने में यूनाइटेड वुड हैव बेटर चांसेस इन माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन।
So like just before we move on to the next game which we are covering, I just want to say that the next two fixtures of Man United are Watford in the FA Cup, which we are not talking about at the moment, and the game which they have in hand is against Burnley away from home,
which they should win.
Yeah, which on paper they should win, but it's Burnley. You never know which Burnley team turns up, and so yeah, I expect United to be 3 points clear when they face Liverpool at Anfield.
Okay.
And if the viewers want a special video just on the Manchester United and Liverpool game, then please let us know. We'll happily make that video for you, just talking about that game.
Oh my God. We don't want to be another Goldbridge or that rant man.
No, it's not. It's just a
मैं रोशन की कोई गारंटी नहीं लेगा। रोशन है ना, कपड़े फाड़ सकता है अपने चालू मैच में। I don't take any guarantee of Roshan.
I guess that Man United game is coming at the right time. We might probably need that game.
हाँ, वो spark चाहिए।
वो spark के लिए.
But on the contrary, if we lose, we are 6 points behind them. So
it's okay. I mean, to be really honest, अगर हम title defend नहीं कर पाते ना, I really don't care, because जिस हिसाब से चीजें चल रही हैं, I mean, I'm just I'm kind of sad for players, because ये players पिछले 3 साल से continuously खेल रहे हैं, and the fatigue is showing. It's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear that Salah, Mane, Firmino, they have played enough. We need other players to step up. So let's talk about that in our Liverpool game.
So game 2, and as you can see from the picture, these two are Tottenham, man.
अरे अच्छा ठीक है, मैं एक चीज ये बोलूंगा कि we just don't know which Leeds turns up.
True.
That's true.
But again, it is the fault of Bielsa ball, because they are always attacking. And they don't have a really sturdy defense. So it's not because of anything else, but how they play.
He doesn't have a plan B, I guess. He just plays that brand of football which he's famous for. If it clicks, then if it clicks, then they are one of the better teams in the league.
Historically, Bielsa teams have not been like, we'll sit back and counter. They've always played on the offensive, whatever may come. I think they would be happy. It would be nice if they stayed in the Premier League and they got like a nice centre back or two.
I think इस तरह से खेलते रहेंगे ना, तो क्या है कि कोई बड़ी टीम को इधर उधर शॉक कर लिया, छोटी टीमों में से कहीं ना कहीं रिजल्ट निकालेंगे। I think रेलीगेट होने वाला टीम दिख नहीं रहा है, भले ही
नहीं, it will not, वो रेलीगेट तो नहीं होगा, बट बस यही है कि अगर रेलीगेट नहीं होता है तो उन लोग को ट्राई करना चाहिए कि एक सेंटर बैक या 2 सेंटर बैक ले, ताकि ये लीग डिफेंस रोक सके।
So the thing is, I wanted to ask this question to both of you. It's an open question. Is it Tottenham 3 Leeds 0 or is it Mourinho 3 Leeds 0?
Mourinho 3 Leeds 0.
Yeah, because I feel like Mourinho sets his team in such a way that he wants Kane and Son to be the focal point of their attack, which 9 times out of 10 he's getting it.
Acha, I don't know about the stats of the game, but I'm pretty sure Tottenham, see, with the pace of Son and with the hold-up play of Kane, it is very easy for them to do a easy counter-attack and then get the goals. So just by the way how those two teams and managers play, I feel like a lot of Mourinho games, the ones he does not win are basically against the teams which also like to sit back.
Yeah.
Like Tottenham struggles with teams who don't have a very attacking team and they are also trying to play on counter. And which is what Tottenham does also. It is just that Tottenham has better quality players who could like turn on pace and score. So if you see, I mean, we can test this theory in the next game when Tottenham plays and see how they play. If they're playing a lower ranked team, I'm pretty sure they're gonna draw because it's how they play.
So I was going to cover that. मैं सोच रहा था कि टॉटनम हम अगर एक महीने पहले की बात करें तो we were considering Tottenham as our nearest title rivals, which okay थोड़ा गिर गए हैं वो लोग, but still I think Tottenham will finish in the Champions League spots because let's say Liverpool, United and City are favorites. I don't see Chelsea being that good towards the end of this.
एक problem ये है कि every team has been on and off in this almost half of a season. So it is just super difficult to predict who is gonna finish where. I still don't know what our top 4 will be. Like it is so tight.
Yeah, that is
top four is basically all the top 8 teams right now. Any of those 8 teams can finish top 4.
Ashutosh, what are your thoughts? Let's say assume that Kane or Son or both run out of form, which is looking highly unlikely, I must add as well. Do you think there are any other players or anything else that Spurs can do, or are they relying on these two a bit too much?
नहीं देखो, अब 2 प्लेयर्स के केस में है ना, तुम ये नहीं कर सकते कि यार ज्यादा उन पे रिलाय हो रहे हैं वो लोग, है ना, क्योंकि और ओनली थिंग दे शुड बी वरिंग अबाउट इज एन इंजरी, और वो अगर नहीं होती है तो आई डोंट सी जैसे कि तुमने कहा कि विच इज हाईली अनलाइकली उनका फॉर्म के बाहर जाना, तो मेरे को ये नहीं दिख रहा है। और दूसरा क्या है कि मोरिनो इज ऑल्सो अ मास्टर टेक्नीशियन। अगर वो नौबत आती है जहां पे उनको रिजल्ट्स निकालने हैं, पॉइंट्स निकालने हैं, तो वो सिचुएशन में दे वुड कम गुड रिगार्डलेस ऑफ व्हाट अवेलेबल प्लेयर्स आर। मोरिनो में आई फील आज भी वो स्किल है कि वो लैक ऑफ रिसोर्सेज से भी काम चला सकता है।
I mean, technically he does not have lack of resources because Gareth Bale hai, which is a great asset to have on bench. So if Son does not play, Gareth Bale plays, or if Kane does not play, Gareth Bale can also play through center in the deeper role. So I mean, Tottenham is a good team.
अभी I think full throttle भी गए नहीं है वो लोग, वो कह सकते हैं।
Yeah.
चौथे गेम में भी गाड़ी नहीं डाला उन्होंने।
To be honest, लोग का defense भी, although they have a really good centre back pairing, but उनका defense भी इतना कुछ strong नहीं है. If you play well, if you play your cards well, you can definitely score against
Tottenham. Season would be built on, or it's dependent on the next 5 fixtures. उनके next 5 fixtures, I tell you, I have looked at them. It's like climbing a mountain and going down. It's up down up down up down. They start like, let's put the FA Cup aside. वो away खेल रहे हैं Aston Villa को, which is a tricky game.
It is a very tricky game.
Then they are against Sheffield United, which is bottom of the league, so you can expect them to win. So there's one difficult game, one easy game. Then they are going to play us.
Difficult game.
So that's another difficult game. After our game, they play Brighton at home. Sorry, Brighton away from home. That's another easy game. And then there's Chelsea. So हाँ, so टॉटनम के फिक्चर्स ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये 5 फिक्चर्स में लेट्स से 15 पॉइंट में से एटलीस्ट इफ दे मैनेज टू गेट around 9 or 10, they would be in a very good spot going into the season, going into the second half of the season. So my eyes will be on
they better wish कि जो on paper आसान fixture है उनमें वो लोग point drop ना करें.
हाँ. Those those 2 games against Sheffield United and Brighton should be 6 points, in my opinion. So, game of the week. And probably a game where Frank Lampard is now feeling the pressure of the Chelsea management. Apparently,
पहले सैक कौन होगा, पैप होगा, फ्रैंक होगा या कौन था तीसरा, ओले. तो अभी वो रेस में क्या है कि फ्रैंक अब सबसे आगे चल रहा है. ओले इज वेरी मच इन एट द व्हील. पैप का मतलब पता नहीं है, मतलब कभी अरब लोगों का दिमाग सटक जाए. बट
see, the thing is, Chelsea,
फ्रैंक इज लाइक कभी भी गाज गिर सकती है उनके ऊपर.
The thing is, Chelsea are right now ninth in the table. After spending 220 million pounds.
They won the transfer window.
Yeah, they won the transfer window. They started the season well.
I mean,
nice.
मैं चेल्सी को पहले बहुत रेट करता था, और उसका कारण ये है कि चेल्सी का हर एक टीम का एक डीएनए पेडिग्री जो रहता है ना, तो चेल्सी का पेडिग्री डीएनए ये है ना, वो गिरते पड़ते भी टाइटल जीतते हैं. ठीक है, मैनेजर निकाला, मैनेजर आया, कोई प्लेयर बड़ा गया है, बड़ा आया है, दे डोंट केयर. टीम सेटल्ड होना उनके.
See, I think Frank Lampard का appointment is very much like Ole, कि टीम लेजेंड है, कुछ तो भी खेला है, डर्बी काउंटी को उसने अच्छे से मैनेज किया था.
ट्रांसफर बैन आने को तैयार भी नहीं था ना.
Correct. So basically, he is the inferior Ole in this case. Ole is doing a much better job than Frank. But I mean, to be frank, Chelsea has. See, I still don't know what Chelsea plays, like how Chelsea plays. Like they don't have a clear tactic of like what's working for them. Clearly Werner is not working for them. So single striker is not 4-2-3-1. I guess what they're playing. I'm not really sure or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they should definitely now play Tammy Abraham more if they want to, because last season Tammy Abraham was their star player.
True.
He was the scoring outlet. And let's not bash Timo Werner that much, because he has the ability and quality. It is just that adjusting to Premier League, some people adjust immediately and some do not. And probably seems like he'll take one full season to adjust to it. But I guess not. उसको हर गेम वीक स्टार्ट कराने से अच्छा है कि एक इजी गेम वीक में डाल दो where he can score. And in a tough fixture, you can put Tammy Abraham, who is an English player who is used to this kind of physical physicality.
I guess Roman Abramovich usually plays short-term games. मतलब एक मैनेजर हायर किया, उसको बैक किया, उसके प्लेयर्स आए.
अच्छा, कितने की बेट लगानी है कि गूस हिडिंग वापस आएगा?
नहीं, इतने खराब दिन भी नहीं आए. And
but
so I was saying that once they had they had Carlo Ancelotti, won the league, won the FA Cup. Next season he's gone. Antonio Conte wins the league, wins the FA Cup. Next season he's gone. I think ये जो short term planning and short term success which Chelsea Football Club is built on, I think it's catching up to them. मतलब
ये पता है रोमन अब्रामोविच का पॉलिसी पता है, वो है सॉरी
to be very honest, it's not such a bad thing to do. मतलब मैं लिवरपूल से नहीं करूंगा कंपेयर, बिकॉज मैं पर्सनली बताऊं तो मेरे को नहीं पसंद आएगा कि मेरा टीम ऐसी हरामखोरी कर रहा है, मेरे हर 6 महीने पे मैनेजर जा रहा है. बट लेट अस कंपेयर इट विद टॉटेनहम और आर्सेनल. लाइक आर्सेनल ने 2005 के बाद उनके जो ज्ञान गुण सागर गुरुजी जो थे बिठाए रखे थे बैंगर को, उसने क्या अचीव किया? चेल्सी के 8, 10, 12 मैनेजर आ गए. एंड चेल्सी
every team
better team to be during those 12 years after 2005 of their invincible season.
For some teams it works. It is what they were built on. अभी यार ये पता है, ये प्रॉपर कसिनो में होता है, पता है तू, इफ यू सिट ऑन अ स्लॉट मशीन, यू वन एट वन स्लॉट मशीन, देन यू मूव इनटू नेक्स्ट स्लॉट मशीन. Similarly, you win with one manager, you sack them, you get a new manager. That's it. Like, it's very simple. And it has, see, one thing it is for sure, it has worked for Chelsea. Having managers replace has worked for Chelsea. It is weird that those set of players never dependent or were not dependent on one manager. अरे ये tactic सीख लिया, अभी नया सीखेंगे. Somehow it has not affected Chelsea that much. But just see who Frank Lampard is competing against as a manager. As a manager,
वो ऐसा पान वाला है, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है. वो है ना, मतलब समझो कि कहते ना वो अच्छा खासा बोल पाता है, कमेंटेटर बन सकता है, पंडित बन सकता है, तो वो चक्कर में भाई को बना दिया मैनेजर. डर्बी काउंटी को स्टार वार बंदा मिल रहा था, उन्होंने ले लिया. चेल्सी को ट्रांसफर बैंड में कोई आ नहीं रहा था, लैम्पार्ड को बिठा दिया.
I just feel Frank Lampard was a temporary fix. He is still a temporary fix. Chelsea does need a really good manager. I don't know if they could go for, if they had a chance, they should have gone for Mauricio Pochettino. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
from a temporary fix to a very permanent fix at the Etihad, are Man City the favorites now? Because they are fifth in the league. Okay, fair and fair. 2 games in hand. Assuming they win both, they are above us. 1 point behind United.
अच्छा, ठीक है. City has had the same problem like us. They have not been able to open some of the teams who traditionally sit back and play some anti-football, and that is always the case with possession-based teams. Ball है, but आगे runner नहीं है, और 18-yard box में अगर 11 के 11 player हैं, so it is very tough to break down such kind of teams. And Chelsea traditionally is not that team. Like almost all top 6 teams, they like to play on offensive. So again, Manchester City will have tough times against teams which want 1 point from them because they want to survive in Premier League.
The reason why Man City have been clicking recently is because of the form of their defenders, Ruben Diaz and John Stones. Stones, man, out of nowhere, Man City get Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz. They already had Aymeric Laporte. We all expected John Stones to be thrown out of the club or be sat on the bench, but no, he's keeping Aymeric Laporte on the bench now. His resurgence in form is mind-blowing these days.
It is basically similar to how Lovren and Joe Gomez were.
Yeah.
Lovren was supposed to be the preferred centre back with Van Dijk, but Joe Gomez and Van Dijk played like a stretch of 8-9 games and they conceded almost nothing, and we were winning, and the way they were defending was nice. So I mean, kind of happy for John Stones because he was injured and he has the capability. He's probably one hyped English player which I felt like deserved the hype because he's really good. He was really good.
Ashutosh, before I give you the chance to speak, here are the fixtures of Man City and tell me what position they will be coming the end of this list of fixtures. Okay, I'll just read it out to you. Brighton at home.
Okay.
Crystal Palace at home.
Okay.
Villa at home. 3 home games on the bounce.
Right.
West Brom away. Okay. Sheffield United at home.
Okay.
Burnley at home. Burnley away. Look at I think even if they drop 1 point, even if they drew one of these games, it's bad for them.
Them dropping points, to be honest, from
I think
on paper. But see, look at the games that they have lost, right? On paper, they were supposed to pick those points as well. And this has been the kind of season where, you know, we can go for that cliched line of expect the unexpected. But to be honest, analysis के लिहाज से अगर देखते हैं, तो I expect them to win all 6 out of 6 games.
Yes, exactly.
Same.
And City के पास जो set of players है, they have done that earlier as well. So,
and also I think they will be seeing this.
If they don't repeat that.
Makes sense. Yes, Roshan.
they will be looking at this list of games and say this is the only chance we can consolidate a lead, a proper lead among
like,
other teams.
Imagine winning,
because Liverpool have some difficult fixtures, Chelsea has some okay to difficult fixtures, and as we talked about Tottenham's fixtures as well. So City clearly has 6 games which they can win, and they can easily put up like a 7-point lead or something. Maybe I don't know.
Incentive for City to win all these 6 games is that the 7th game is at Anfield.
Okay, and also once Champions League resumes, then it will again be difficult for them to be able to play at this level. So this is the best time that they can like chalk out a lead for themselves.
Yeah, there was a reason why I said our City, why I asked you guys our City favorites, because I knew the fixtures. I was just going to throw it to them.
Oh.
After listening to the fixtures, do you now consider City to be the favorites?
See, again, like they will be in a lead, but how will they be able to keep the lead is one important question.
That is another
thing. Because if they're susceptible to one or the other upsets of drawing, they lose 2 points. If they lose 3 points. So 7-point lead is not difficult to catch up to. But again, like Premier League, very unpredictable. Probably they might draw 2 of the 6 fixtures that we are talking that they should be winning.
But like, let's assume, assuming City get 18 out of 18 points, I would personally put City as favorites.
In all fairness, they look like a team who should be winning.
Yeah,
the league. Yeah.
So from a team that should be winning to the team that won it last season, what's going wrong?
मैंने मैच नहीं देखा है, मैं फिर भी मैंने मैच नहीं दिखा है, इसीलिए मैं मेरा एक्सपर्ट जो ओपिनियन है वो बताता हूँ कि थ्रो कीटा एंड ऑक्स आउट ऑफ द टीम. मैंने जस्ट अभी मैसेज पढ़ा कि कीटा इज नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर द नेक्स्ट गेम. आई मीन 50 मिलियन के 2 मुश्तंडे अपन ने इकट्ठे कर रखे हैं, 100-125 मिलियन. मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था कि somebody said कि Wijnaldum doesn't deserve the 180 grand salary per week, which is only reserved for Salah and Van Dijk and kind of players. Wijnaldum doesn't command that kind of salaries. But हम इन लोगों को मुफ्त का सैलरी दे रहे हैं. I'm really sorry if I'm going on a rant, but इन दोनों को बिठाए रखा है, ना खेलते हैं तो कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं होती है. तो उनको हटा के कोई मिड टेबल टीम का प्लेयर रख लो जो कि ठीक ठाक परफॉर्मेंस देगा हमको, है ना. तो क्योंकि मैंने मैच नहीं देखा है, मैं अपना सारा फ्रस्ट्रेशन इन 2 लोगों पे ही निकाल रहा हूँ. आप लोगों ने
देखा? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It was a very weird lineup. First of all, हमारे पास नथानियल फिलिप्स होते हुए भी हमने हेंडरसन को पीछे खिलाया. I guess that was one important thing where if Henderson was in midfield, हम शायद थोड़ा और better perform करते as compared to him being in the centre back position. Secondly, there is no excuse to how we conceded the goal. I mean, हम लोग at least मैं as a soccer player, if I saw that ball coming down to me, I'm heading that ball out or I'm kicking it out. I'm not going to chest it in the box, and that was the worst decision making by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like that is a rookie mistake, and a right back who's being considered the best in the world should not be doing that. True. You have to just boot it easy. Like it is easy to defend. You are giving a chance to a striker who is behind you. You don't want to do that. Easily intercept kar sakte the, and that was the only chance that Southampton kind of created. Like they did not play amazing. They did not create any more chances. There were some chances, but like normal hai, in a normal game those would happen, but we could have easily drew this game. Like हमने बेकार खेला. There is no look back on that fact. But could we have salvaged 1 point? I think so. I think since winning 7-0 against Crystal Palace, we have not been scoring goals at all. I think I might be wrong, but I feel like we are trying a bit too much. We need to play simple football. Like we don't need to have
like beautiful through balls and wonderful over the top passes to someone who can flick the ball behind. नहीं, जाओ गोल करो पैर से, इतना तो कर सकते हो. Like there was one chance of Andy Robertson in the 79th or 80th minute.
He could have shoot.
He
Could
was
have.
in
I
such a
don't.
good position.
He crossed the ball instead of
pass
shooting.
it inside, cross
Yeah.
it inside.
Yeah.
Just take the shot, make at least work the goalkeeper.
Even Salah on one-on-ones, he hasn't been doing well himself, and
I feel like we are trying.
Also, I mean, I don't want to crib about this fact, but Liverpool has had decisions gone against them way too many times. Like, there are 2 clear penalties, if not for anything. There is, like, this is not bias. This is literally
cheating.
You can see it. You go through the rule book, and it's just unfortunate. We haven't Things haven't been going our way. Our players have not been playing well. Some of the decisions haven't gone our way. I think it's just a phase. It's just a patch. I'm pretty sure we will bounce back from this.
But एक चीज होती है कि गाय से दूध की आशा रखना और दूसरा होता है बैल से दूध निकलवाना. क्या हम 3 सेंटर बैक लेके हम ऐसा बैल वाला एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं विद योर, मतलब लास्ट ये चीज है. बिकॉज तुम क्या ही कर लोगे यार, अपने नहीं है प्लेयर्स. जो है 2 मिडफील्डर इंजर्ड होते रहते हैं व्हिच सॉर्ट ऑफ आर सपोज्ड टू गिव अस अ डिफरेंट डायमेंशन टू आवर गेम. वो होते नहीं है. वी आर स्टक विद द सेम प्लेयर्स. So
I think 3-5-2 has, at least I feel like 3-5-2 is the best formation to go, because उससे क्या होता है, तुम डिफेंडर्स पे पैसे भी बचाते हो और तुम्हारे पास मिडफील्डर्स के लिए रहते हैं. बट अगेन यू आर करेक्ट. लास्ट गेम वीक मैंने टीम ऑफ द वीक देख के जनरली टीम बना नहीं सकते, क्योंकि आई एम प्रीटी श्योर टियर्नी इज कमिंग इन हियर फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. Lacazette is here probably second time, because he last match also he scored, I guess. Leandro Trossard का भी same ही है, right? You'd never see Brighton players up there.
I think the only constants here are Son, De Bruyne, and Kane.
Yeah.
True. I think Souček is making a habit of appearing here.
Yeah.
The problem with Souček is he's going under the radar. He's a central midfielder, but he has that big presence. Like he's tall and he's strong. So वो corners और crosses में they target him, and he's very good with his head. That's why he never scores with his feet. He always scores with his head. So if West Ham start getting a lot of free kicks, corners, set pieces, you can expect Souček to be at the end of that.
True.
So we'll just round up this section by showing the league table. This is as of today, prior to the games against Man United and probably before the FA Cup game.
Point किधर है? Point.
Pardon?
Point किधर है?
Oh sorry, points cut हो गया साइड से.
अरे काका कोई नहीं, ऐसे ही देख लेते हैं, पोजीशन से पता चल. एक्सक्यूज मी.
तुम लोगों की वजह से ही कोविड हुआ है. ऐसा मुंह पे खांसते रहते हो.
भाई ठंडी चल रही है, क्या कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, सो एक तरह से I think the bottom 3 teams will be those 3 teams: Fulham, West Brom and Sheffield. But again, Big Sam क्या करेंगे, क्या होगा? Will this be the year that Big Sam gets relegated? He will not do his cleanup job. Maybe.
Yeah, so the thing is, I'm sure Sheffield United is down.
Sheffield and Fulham are down. They don't seem to be the teams that can...
Brighton play good attacking and good easy on the eye football, but their problem is scoring goals. And if you don't score goals, you don't win, apparently. That's the rule. So Brighton can be in trouble. Burnley, Sean Dyche always manages to keep them up.
Burnley will stay up.
Yeah.
It is very surprising but very refreshing to see Sasta Liverpool being 6th.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, because I mean, they in a way are Liverpool, because Hassan Hudl is called Alpine Klopp, if I'm not wrong. He is also the same mentality of press hard in front and play well. So it is this. This looks fairly good, but I guess this will change a lot. Chelsea will play well, and hopefully Aston Villa, Chelsea, if they play well, they can climb into top 6 maybe.
I'm like, to wrap this portion up, I would just like to say that the midfield is looking pretty good. Look at the teams from, like, let's say Everton से लेकर अगर हम Wolves की बात करें, those team can interchange amongst themselves like every other week.
Yeah, उनके हर एक गेम के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि उनका क्या पोजीशन है.
हाँ, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess we should wrap this portion here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really nice discussing weekly roundup, and I hope कि हम लोग इकट्ठा होके हर हफ्ते इस तरह से औरों के गेम्स पे भी ज्यादा बातें कर सकें and explore this talk.
Exactly. So this is the first portion of the episode, guys. We will be having the FPL queries as well as the predictions in the later episodes. So please stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.